Welcome to this short video about the mix myth, separated nutrition. So something which I have recently learned is that mixing food is not ideal. And there are specifically four types of, you could say, food groups that exist. And if you mix any of these foods in these four groups, it's not going to be beneficial for your body. So let me first actually cover the first four groups, and then you will understand why. So a big problem that I see and a big mistake I've made myself is eating different types of foods together. And this is something that pretty much so many people do wrong or do incorrectly, not optimally, and I believe it can cause a lot of problems. So the first group of these four is vegetable protein, and under this group fall the following foods, and I don't know why this is not working. Nuts are vegetable proteins. Legumes, this is a fancy word, and I'm actually Dutch. I don't know what this actually translates to. Let me actually translate it to Dutch right now. Peulvruchten. Okay, nuts, legumes. Then you have seeds, and I guess that was about it. The second one is animal protein. And you might expect as well, this is going to be stuff like meat, eggs, and fish primarily, as well as dairy products, but obviously those are also animal protein. So meat, eggs, fish are the primary ones, and also like milk. Then the third group is slow carb. So this is basically slow carbohydrates. Let me just put it slow carbs. Under this group fall potatoes, sweet potatoes as well. Cereals, so like oatmeal and different types of meal, like buckwheat is also, I guess, a slow carb. And flour products. So yeah, stuff like bread is also slow carb. Let me actually put that in here because probably a lot of people do eat that. Now, finally, the group is fast carb or fast carb, however you want to pronounce it, whether you're American or UK English. Anyway, stuff like fruits fall under this category, and honey. So just stuff which is extremely fast carbohydrates. Now, what I recently learned is that if you mix any of the foods within these groups or between these groups, then your body is not going to have an easy time digesting the food. So ideally what you want with food, from my experience, from what I understand, from what I believe, you want to eat food, then transform it as soon as possible to whatever nutrients you need from the food. So it's not so much about the energy, because calories, that's a story for another video, but calories are actually not a valid representation of how much energy food gives you. So I don't really believe in the calories. But the point is, what I think food should do is food should give you the nutrients you want. And they should do that as quickly as possible, because then your body is free from digesting foods. Because digesting foods also takes up space, it takes up energy. So you ideally want to get food out of your body as quickly as possible so you can transform it into nutrients. That's the entire goal, to do this as quickly as possible. Now, what happens is when you mix any of these food groups, your body is kind of confused between what it has to do. As a simple representation, let's say that your body is kind of like a machine, and I'm going to call each of these by their number. So let's say that you eat a nut. Then your body basically receives a 1 because it's of food group 1. Then it goes throughout your entire digestive system, and instead of the stomach, so this is kind of like a really strange anatomy of, you could say, the body. So this is like the head, and this is like the digestive system. It goes all the way to the stomach, and here it is digested. So your body is now receiving a nut, which is food group 1. So this environment in the stomach is going to be optimized for food type 1. So the body is going to, I don't know exactly how this works at an exact biological level, but the body is going to use different methods or maybe acids to digest this food as fast as possible. Now, let's say that you eat an egg. That is group 2. Once again, your body is going to kind of go into the setting of animal protein. It's going to optimize the digestive environment for animal protein. So this is the same with slow carbs and fast carbs. So if you eat bread, it's going to optimize for slow carb. If you eat fruits, it's going to optimize for fast carb. Now, quick disclaimer, if you do mix any of these groups, it's best to mix protein together and carbs together, because the main thing is that your body digests protein foods in a protein environment. I think it's called like alkalic. And your body digests carbs in a carbohydrate environment. I think that has another name. But the main thing is that these two, protein and carbohydrates, are digested in different environments. And if you mix them, your body gets confused and it's not going to be able to do it efficiently, quickly. And what happens as a result is your body is going to store the digested food as toxins, or it's not going to be able to digest it and it's going to become constipated. So that's like it becomes stuck essentially. That's the nice word for this. So these are like the risks if you mix the groups. And let's see if there was another thing I wanted to say about this. So preferably what you want is eat your foods separated according to these categories. If you're wondering, vegetables don't actually belong anywhere because they kind of go with everything. So if you have vegetables like green leaf vegetables or other types of vegetables like bell pepper, those can go with anything. That's completely fine. But the main thing is to not mix protein and carbohydrates when you are eating, because this makes it a lot easier, once again, for your body to absorb and digest the food quicker, because it digests protein in a different environment as well as carbohydrates in a different environment. As a result, your food is going to digest quicker, which means that you get the nutrients you need quicker, which means that you're going to have an easier time. Your body is going to have more space, you're going to have more energy, you're going to spend less energy digesting, and you're just going to have a happier, more fulfilling, exciting life. So kind of something which has really helped me out lately is understanding this, not mixing food groups, but really seeing your body as like a machine system that takes in very specific foods and has to digest them in a different environment, and then optimizing for that. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. I found this very exciting as well to change in my diet, because I was mixing a lot of foods, and it kind of made sense why that wouldn't work, because if you mix like protein and carbs, it's just kind of strange. So it's the same as if you would go to a jungle and like the North Pole at the same time. It's like two completely different environments. You cannot really find suitable clothing for both. That's a strange example, but I hope you did enjoy this, and looking forward to see you in the next one.